guys, okay, the lighting is really weird right now. So the closer I get, the more lit up I get, but just keep in mind that, like, don't mind the background. But so today I was at TJ Maxx a couple days ago, and I saw these, and I have seen many, you know, different types of, you know, Artis brushes, and, you know, I thought on and off about buying one because the Artis brushes are, like, insanely expensive, and they look like they are amazingly good, but I love my tried and true beauty sponge. I do actually have the beauty blender, but I like this one better. This one's by Morphe. So I wanted to compare them. So this is by My Eye Beauty Tool, and it's the mermaid brush. And this was $20, so it's a lot more affordable than even some of the kits you see online that are the off-brands of Artis, or you know what I'm trying to say. So it just says, apply a small amount of formula onto the brush, dab the brush and blend all over the face. You use broad strokes to sweep and blend the brush, and blend the makeup onto the nose, forehead, cheek. Use the edge of the brush to blend in the makeup into hard to reach areas like the corners of the noses, hairline, and areas around the mouth. So let's open this up. So in here we have the large foundation brush, and then a smaller brush. Does it say what this one's for? No, it just says oval foundation brush for, oh, I don't know. So there's this bigger one, a like medium sized, and then a smaller one. Now Artis does have like a super small one for like contouring the nose and stuff like that, but this one is not like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to use foundation, bronzer, and then concealer. So we shall see. So I'm going to do one side of my face with this and the other side of my face with this. Okay, so my face is looking super red after taking my makeup off. I think it's just because my skin's like more sensitive now that I'm on Accutane, but this will be better because then we can actually see like which one covers better and everything like that. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, and this is in color 3.25. I'm also going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and this one's a little bit light for me, but it's the L11 Neutral, and then just the NYC Bronzer. So to start off with these brushes, they feel good. They're pretty soft, and, you know, they have a decent amount of give to them, but it's not too much, and there's a bunch of little bristle thingies in here. The only thing is that, like, you can see is like it kind of sheds a lot, so that's kind of a downfall, and it's like kind of annoying sometimes, like it gets in your foundation. So, and then the other thing is with all of these off brands, because this is plastic and not as good quality as plastic as the Artis ones, that like when it's super easy to bend, like going like this, like you can just feel it, like, I don't know, it kind of makes me nervous, like I feel like I'm about to break it. So I will get started. I'm just going to dab the foundation all over my face as I normally do. Oh, it said to put the foundation on the brush. Whoops. Okay, so I'll do this side, the Artis brush, and then I'll just do this side, my the beauty blender, and we'll figure it out. So I'm just gonna take the rest of this and like sweep it onto the brush. And this is a pretty thick foundation, so we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so I am just starting to sweep it as it says. And it's leaving a little bit of brush strokes, but it's distributing the product well. Again, I kind of feel like I'm about to break the handle of the brush. And I also feel a little bit like I'm just moving the product around, not necessarily putting it into my skin, but it did still apply the foundation well and cover. Some for my forehead. And so it says to use the edge of the brush to get like around your nose and stuff, which I actually just did. And I don't know if you can tell, but right here, like I did, and it almost like rubbed it off. So I'm like just going in with the side, and I feel like it kind of rubs it off a little bit. So I don't know if I'm a big fan of like that side, but it's easy to do like down the neck and around the ears. So before this sets too much, I will use my beauty sponge. And I love this thing so much. It just gets the foundation really in your skin, and like you're not moving it around. It's just like getting locked into your skin and into your pores, which you'd think would be bad, but if you take off your makeup properly, it's fine. And then the thing that I like about this is it has the dual end, so you can go in areas like this and under your eye to blend it out. It does take a little bit more time than the brush just because it's a little bit smaller and you're not covering as much surface as with the other one, and going down your neck is a little bit harder. The other thing I really like about like beauty sponges and like this beauty blender thing is whatever, is that it does have a little, like you rinse it underwater, so it's got water in it and it's really bouncy, so it just like blends everything together really seamlessly. The only thing that I'm noticing right now is that just looking at myself, is the beauty blender, my pores look great. On this side, you can kind of really see my pores. I feel like you can see all of them, and this one, it's just kind of like pressed in and not really as out there. I do notice a couple spots where it's a little bit blotchy, so I will try to show you guys. You're not gonna be able to see. Let me see if I can turn the exposure down. Oh, look at that. So, can you see the pores in this side? You can't see them in this side. Or, to me, up close, you can. That's what I think. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this smaller brush and do my contouring. Okay, first off, I didn't mean contouring, and I said that's super weird. Concealer. And this concealer also is super thick, so just a thing to keep in mind. I don't go crazy with my concealer. That's even kind of a lot for me. So I'm just going to take this little brush It's spreading the product pretty well. The only thing that I would say is like it's spreading the product, not really getting it in the skin. And actually at first the lines from my like concealer to my foundation you could kind of really see, and it wasn't as well blended as it does get with my beauty blender. But actually I would have spoken too early, because it kind of did blend in well, and it is nice having it be like little, so you can get in like right under your eye and get that. And then I'm just gonna go around my nose just because. And then I do have some spots I want to conceal. And just the big thing that I'm noticing is how much of my pores you can see, and that is definitely something that I don't want. I was thinking about putting a primer on before, but I'm actually kind of glad I didn't, so that I can really see what it is, like what it does, you know? So another big thing for me is it able to blend concealer on just a bare face without foundation? Because a lot of days I don't wear foundation, I just wear concealer. Oops, sorry. And that's something that I want to know if it is able to do that, but unfortunately I know the full face of foundation on. So now I'm just going to conceal my other eye with the beauty sponge. And okay, this is even kind of gross. I don't know if you guys can see, but one of the little fibers from, or one of the little brush things from that brush got into my concealer. That's gross. I don't want that. So, I'm using the viewfinder as my mirror, so sorry. And I'm gonna like kind of squeeze this a little bit so it gets in there more. I kind of feel like that was a lot faster than the other side. I don't know if I noticed like a huge difference in how it concealed. I would say these pretty much look the same. This one maybe is a little bit darker, but you can't really tell. So for under eye concealer and concealer in general, I think it's good. For foundation, we're still on the fence about that. So I'm going to put my powder on and then we will do bronzer. Okay, so if I had a cream bronzer, this would make a lot more sense. But since I don't, I am just going to use the other size. And then this is one of Tarte's brushes this is the one I use for bronzer. So I think this is going to be good for contouring because it's like more specific. So I'm just like tapping it in here. Pretty sure you can use these with powder. I hope so. And I'm going to whoa. Definitely got the product on there. So I feel like this looks a lot extreme and I think that's my fault. I think I got too much on my brush. So I'm just gonna take like my powder brush and try to came down really far. My bad. So now I'm just gonna use my Tarte brush. So I should have been smarter and started small and then got more. But I guess that's good that it picks up a lot of product and that it deposits it. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be back. Okay, so kind of my final thoughts. While I was doing the rest of everything, I kind of noticed that this eye, my under eye like creases or whatever were more prominent than on this eye. You could kind of see that like it had settled in. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay, so can you see how the concealer has settled in on here and it hasn't on here on my little under eye wrinkles? So that to me is actually really good. I really like that it was able to get in there more and make sure it didn't crease like the Beauty Blender did. So my final thoughts, I like it for concealer. I think all of the little brushes kind of are able to get in there and work their magic. It's fine for like powder and stuff like that. I have brushes that I like better, but if this is something you want, great. I do not like it for foundation. I think that it just kind of smudged it around and it didn't really set into my pores and deliver what I was wanting. So, I know this video, I think it's going to be kind of long, but I hope you guys liked this. I'm just, always looking for affordable options for expensive prices, and I know that not everybody can afford that kind of stuff, and I can't afford that kind of stuff. So, and I just, I don't have the money to go buy an Artis brush just to show you the comparison, no. But if there's any other comparison videos you guys want to see, definitely let me know, or any other types of videos would be great. Make sure to subscribe. I'd love for you guys to stick around and make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!